goes sprinting to your south, followed by this bright glow chasing him rather quickly. And you see their silhouettes stop. All of a sudden, a building comes into view on your left. As you are beginning to approach this building, however, a gust of wind knocks you to the side, you fall into the ground, and you have a hard time getting back up. The frostbite setting in, your fingers do not want to work. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
My fingers! My fingies! I'm gonna need
You woke up had no pair of shoes.
Hold on. You go to your character sheet. You go to your... You look at your saving throws, Constitution. Top left box. It is labeled. Yes. You add whatever that number is to your roll. I accidentally left roll 20, don't mind me.
I'm 16.
Through willpower and your greed, because your job needs to be done, you get up with the effort of what feels like 100 cycles, stand up and dust off a little bit of snow, only to get your hands a little bit more cold. Great job, dumbass. You whisper to yourself. You begin to trudge alongside of this building, and you hear clashing of blades against stone on the inside. The occasional screaming and metal on flesh. All of a sudden, you see come out of a doorway that appears in front of you just this solid white wall just go outside the door. How do you take to this? After a couple seconds, the wall begins to fade away as you realize that this was some sort of ice attack as crystallized water began to just solidify and chunk to the ground. You take another few steps forward, the cold beginning to actually slow you at this point, as another blast comes roaring through the doorway.
Hey, does he hear the anyone speaking bestial?
Anybody was speaking bestial at this point?
Remember I was cussing him
He
bestial?
was cussing him bestial.
Not yet, actually.
Though he would
Actually,
smell
no, it
a
would've been
slight smell of rot. You have firebolt and fireball under the sun.
What was the number we decided on? Oh no, the amount of spells you know is not limited. The amount of ones you can use per day is limited, as in... No, there's not. There was also, like, what, 100 of them?
We ended up on there being 60, which I felt was too high, but you were okay with it.
It was all 60. But anyway. The frostbite beginning to nip a little too hard, you have to stop. Otherwise you're going to start seriously losing fingers and potentially start to lose your hand entirely.
Always did.
You take a second to light a torch against the stone wall, hiding it from the cold winds after a couple minutes of, or not a couple minutes, after a few attempts at getting it lit, you get some success and you just, as close as you can without burning your hand, sort of just shove your hand straight close to the fire. I am. You could give character like, oh sweet baby, Jesus! precious fire. Like, literally anything changes. This is limited by your imagination, not mine.
Die, naked flower snake dragon lady.
After you actually gain feeling in your fingers, you begin to trudge forward towards the doorway, of which you are now starting to hear just... You...
My
You're like
fingers!
a poorly written character from a fan-made game. I would fucking hope. Are you actually in Roll20 by the sea? Where your guy is? Don't touch anything yet. Just making sure that you know that your character is there. As you begin to actually take your body away from the wall, the torch immediately extinguishes. And a mild sense of dread begins to wash over you, as that was very nice.
I am
You begin to start
Judge
hearing
Dredd.
some concerned voices coming from inside of this building, followed by the cracking of stone and somebody getting thrown against a wall. Why?
Sounds like his kind of party.
Give me a history check. Ignore what I just said. Jay, no matter what your modifier is, you will fail this check.
You don't forget anything. You don't know what he was going to tell you.
You begin to actually approach the door now, being slightly more survivable. You ready your... What is dual weapons again? I forget. Sure, you go. You begin to approach the door. I figured you would do something. I figured you would use a better trigger word, but okay. I remember you using Japanese one time already. I figured there would have been more. I am wrong. Glock in hand, you begin to approach the door. Why is it doing that? As you get right outside the door, you begin to peek in, and you hear a lot of beastie screaming.
I know.
Do I need to mute people for this? Because this is going to be something that only Jay would understand.
Wait, is he hearing the lizard screaming or my screaming? And bestial. Lord. Huh.
So do you... Never mind. You sit and you listen for a second, listening to all the screaming. Eventually it subsides with a loud ripping sound,
Thank you.
and the flop of flesh.
Hmm? Yeah.
After a few seconds, silence, and then you just hear a very loud and unpleasant, like a slap. Of which everybody inside starts to hear that. That.
What the hell?
That is very disturbing. I think there's another thing to kill coming up.
Does anybody like that door? I don't like that door now.
Smeagol just got his eye on his target, and he's not.
And while he's got his
moving.
eye on his target, Jojo goes up to his target and bitch slaps him with the dick.
He already did that.
Oh, that's what he heard.
That's what he heard.
Then he heard, while he made that noise, he heard, "Take it, bitch!"
So, while hearing that noise, I walked to the door cautiously with my staff and just kind of poked it open. Sir. I just cautiously poked the door open. What am I met with, Jay?
All of a sudden, the door, Jay, all of a sudden the door on your end just kind of opens up further. Like, it was ajar, now it is completely open.
You're met with a staff at your chest when you try and walk through, but as soon as it hits your chest, you're instead grabbed and pulled and like, by God, it's cold out here. You're going to freeze to death. Come on, we can tell who you are later. I don't want someone dying because I'm cautious. And I'd step aside to let you in.
I don't want someone dying because I'm cautious.
Hey, Jordan, am I supposed to be controlling you, by the way? You're totally.
If he's here to kill people, he'll be killed by any number of you. It's just, I don't want him freezing to death. It's a cruel fate. See, he's amenable to the idea.
Wait a second! What? I'll kill myself first! I've got too much pride to go down my scum!
And he seems to be kin with you, Sylvia. He agrees.
History check from everybody, except for the new guy. History.
Alright, roll for me.
So would you believe me if I said my roll was an 18?
Let's see what mine is.
20 altogether.
No, he blows. Thank you.
No. So that's a 14.
So literally everybody recognizes this man. This happens to be the man you guys saw in the capital city in Annex, who seemingly just disappeared while you guys were tending to Cinder's mother.
Oh, so so the mask wasn't just a showpiece. You actually wear it, huh?
I don't know whether to call you an edgelord or just plain creepy.
Hey! Jojo waves at... Jojo sees the new guy, waves at him with the stick in his hand. Hi!
Smeagol's not
I
cured,
mean-
he's still got the arrow pointing at the guy.
We can just kick him back out into the ice. I just wanted to make sure if it was someone who didn't need to die, they wouldn't freeze to death because I kept them outside.
I don't know, does he need to die? I think he might need to die.
Okay. See,
Okay,
he
maybe
agrees.
he needs help, and then we can kill him.
Good luck, but we're not
quick
actually here to
question, Lord.
attack you.
How's Omega looking with with an arrow pointing
He's
at
trying
him?
to distract himself from you by staring at this new guy and just watching. Watch. You can tell though he is very, very nervous.
I'm gonna shoot him in the knee. Nope.
So, thankfully this was a warning shot, right, Smiggle? Right, Smiggle? Because you hit the area next to his knee. The stone wall next to his knee.
Very close, it pins us close to the wall.
Now, would you say the inside of his leg or the outside of his leg?
Like,
Towards his thigh
inside.
or not?
Dave, was it near
Inside.
his nuts or no?
yeah, very close.
You hear him yelp? Like,
And I get another arrow ready.
Smiggle, please don't shoot him. At least not yet.
yes, that would be preferable.
Not you. Don't worry, Smiggle won't shoot you. Someone else will if you have to be shot.
Jojo looks at him. Smiggle, would you like to...
David.
David? His thing crashed, I think. I was gonna say, Smiggle, you wanna waves the lizard in his hand. The lizard's lizard.
Jojo, put the penis down.
But I needed to smith with my schlong silver.
Excuse you. Long schlong silver!
Are you mocking my long schlong silver?
Excuse you, sir. Do you take problem with my longest schlongest silver?
Do not mock my longest schlong. My long schlong silver. My long schlong silver will teach you a lesson if need be.
Well,
What did he say?
David asked, did everyone...
no.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What, Gabby? What was the joke, Gabby? None of us heard it. Make the joke, Gabby. Jordan, do you agree she should
The
shut
boing boing banger.
Binga binga boing
Oh, Gabby,
boing,
correct
binga,
him then.
bonga, boing.
It doesn't make sense to me. Welcome back, David.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Dave. Hey, Dave. Jojo looks at him and says, you don't need the arrows. Would you like to borrow this, Smiggle? And waves the lizard's lizard at him.
No. He says that while keeping his eye locked on the guy. On Omega.
Jojo's like, are you sure you don't want to borrow this?
Well,
Yeah.
we'll
See
skip.
Omega beginning to reach for his bag.
Buddy, if you-
another warning shot.
If you go in that bag, you won't have a
little
hand.
closer to his nuts. And get another arrow ready.
So, he didn't react to the arrow sticking. He reacted to you loosing the arrow. So, he jumps as you're beginning to shoot. Seeing him beginning to try to evade your shot, you tilt up as the arrow is lifting your bowstring.
Oh,
Hits the wall where he was, and he falls down, smacked straight on top of it.
Oh! Jesus. Yeah, I'd say. Actually, he has steel arrows that I got him before, so no.
When did you get me steel arrows?
A while back.
They just have the they just don't break as easy, David. They don't actually have any effect.
Ah, okay. And I just get
Normally
another
they would use
arrow ready.
either stone or steel arrowheads, and stone arrowheads actually have a different thing from
Huh?
regular arrows.
So-
Okay. Omega, if you want to live, you keep your hands where we can see them.
So,
I have a gift!
new person, we'll talk to you in a minute. We have to interrogate someone first, apparently.
Interrogation! Jojo says
Except
that.
I need him alive.
I have clay squished.
Hold on. He said. Hold on.
I don't
He
want to
says
carry him.
that, Pyro says. Alexander says we're gonna interrogate him, and Jojo says interrogation time, and pulls out long schlong silver.
Let's not stick anything in him, Jojo. That's not an interrogation type that I want to do.
Hold on. How's he react saying long
Sender?
schlong silver?
Gab, show your begging kink right now.
Lord, how does he react seeing Jojo pull out long schlong silver?
He is currently still recoiling.
Well, you said you had a gift, right? Is your bag trapped? If I go in it, is it going to blow up?
It depends. Are you going to touch the dynamite?
Excuse me? Give me!
I believe you've had your dynamite be claimed by the Minotaur. Anyway, mage hand. And I go in the bag after whatever he was reaching for, with the mage hand.
Now I want you to go ahead and give me a sleight of hand with disadvantage, seeing as how you have absolutely no idea what he is going for.
Okay. At disadvantage. Sleight of hand, you said?
What the actual fuck, Jordan?
That's a 21.
What the actual fuck, Jordan? So, the hand begins to rifle through the bag. It grabs a stick of dynamite, which it pulls out and throws over to Jojo. Goes back in. And it finds a sheathed dagger. Of which, do you have it retrieve it, or just hold it?
So, this is your gift to someone? It's just
I can't
hovering out in
see.
front of him.
Oh. He just gives a slight nod and a little...
So, to smuggle, I would assume. I doubt any of us have such an impressionistic gifts. Aside from the Minotaur, you dynamite.
Yeah!
You've made him so happy. I'm sure he's your friend for the rest of your natural life, however long or short that may be.
It'll be very short, and besides, goes back over to the lizard. Goes back to the lizard. This is gonna be fun. Goes behind the lizard.
Oh god, no. Where is this going?
So-
Lizard! Jojo starts talking to the lizard while they're interrogating him. Hey, lizard, remember when you crapped on me?
Oh, he's putting
You
it
just
back.
sort of grab the head and nod with it.
Hey, Silvio, do you mind making sure this isn't cursed before we give it to Smiggle? Oh, thank you. You do have a quicker variation of the ability after all. The dagger floats over to her.
Sildara sort of pipes up in a sassy tone. Oh, somebody's being useful now.
It's a run.
As you finish your sentence, there's a quarterstaff that just sort of hits you in the jaw.
Who?
As the woman you were just or that was just speaking is standing right next to you.
Who got
So
hit?
take kindly to your toes, stranger.
Sildara, let's not hit the random person. They're not necessarily an enemy yet, but that kind of behavior does tend to make them such.
He can hold his tongue then.
It's a free country.
Free country. Free country.
Well,
Jordan,
well,
what the fuck are you talking about?
What? What?
This ain't no
Anyways.
free country. What the fuck are you talking about?
I have no clue.
People are allowed
Anyways.
to speak. I'm not aware
Actually,
there being
no,
laws
in
against it.
In D&D, there are actually a lot of laws against free speech.
I'm trying to support free speech laws. This is not the case.
Such as insulting the crown, which that is a indirect insult.
Anyways,
Yeah?
I did not say that in universe, but hey, let's go with it, I guess.
no, Jojo. Anyone noticing Jojo notices he lifts up the salamander's tail.
Jojo, if you stick a stick of dynamite up that salamander's tail, I'll stick a stick of dynamite through your stomach.
Jojo looks back at him. Why?
Through his stomach, there are a couple more holes that would actually be more useful.
Jojo looks at him. Well,
If you
fine,
stick dynamite
leave
in
me.
it, it will blow up and cover all of us in salamander goo. And who knows if it has freezing blood or whatever else.
Hey, you can have the salamander goo. I have salamander poo. Clean me.
Prestidigitation.
Yay. Complete.
Scrub squeaky clean as your hair now begins to frost over again.
Ah!
I can't do much about the cold. As I clean the frost off myself and it freezes. See?
You know, I figured... no, your identified just goes through. Hold on, I am trying to find information.
Jojo sits there. Huh. I'm clean. He's all excited. Yay! Then he walks over to the guy that he walks over to Omega. Huh. You look like you're having a bit of a hard time there. What's with the face?
The face. The fucking face.
Hey! No cussing! Bitch slaps him with the dick again. Bad boy!
Oh, that was
Feels
weak.
odd.
Alright, so I need to pull Sylvia aside for a second. Don't mind me. You all continue your conversation.
Well, Smiggle, you have him. Just don't kill him.
Smeagol's not saying anything, but he's got the arrow ready.
So,
Eagle,
what's
my
your name?
friend, do not worry.
I look over at
shall-
the stranger standing by the door. What do you mean? Me threatening never.
Hello, my friend. What's your name? My name is...
Jay. You've been asked your name. You have Joe in your name twice. Can I just call you Joe? Too bad, Joe. See,
Hi, I'm
JoJo's sitting over
JoJo.
there. And that would get confusing quickly.
Jojo looks...
You know what? He's JoJo Alpha, you're JoJo Beta. That's how it goes, by the way.
Jojo the Horde. What's your name?
You know what? He has a better name.
Hello, Jotaro. So, Jotaro. Would you like a hand? Shakes the wiener at him.
He's always like this. What?
Awesome. I like this guy.
So why are you in this desolate hellscape that we've found ourselves in? There's a couple of them
we
here.
got a couple of midgets. Like this midget. Shakes little, not shakes, but he kind of points over at, Smiggle. You got this midget?
I walk over to the barrel. I walk over to the barrel that Cinder's in and just kind of lift her out of it a little bit. There's also this midget. Drops her back in it.
Yeah, we got that.
I just kind of like... do you, Cinder? By the way, I just kind of press my hand to your head and push it down. Yes, I tend to try to avoid unnecessary deaths, so I'd like to keep you alive. I won't bring you back to life if you kill yourself. That is typically a stipulation of mine. Good luck with that. I just leave my hand on Cinder's head. Yeah, because she likes it. Is that hand peeking over with the firebolt? I push the hand down. So, tieflings typically have a very bad temper, and you're about to get hit with fire. I'd recommend not getting hit by fire.
What have I missed?
Cinder's currently being held in the barrel by by my hand on her head and my hand on her hand to keep her from hitting him with firebolt.
What have I missed?
Them would be much better because it's less object-like.
I mean, it would also just be respectful to just not worry about it. If anybody has a qualm with you, they will raise it themselves.
That's why she's trying to hit him with a firebolt.
Out of curiosity, where did this voice come from?
Well, I think she's forgiven me. I kind of let my hands off of Cinder. Oh, hand back on her head, pushing her back in the barrel.
No. Before he does,
Wow, this is
Jojo
a
runs
enjoyable
over,
game of whack-a-mole.
puts the hand with the dick on top of her head and pushes her down.
Jojo, I'd rather you not hit her with a dick of any variety. Please and
No, he
thank you.
didn't hit her. He's using the hand that's holding the dick on top of her head and pushing her back in the barrel.
Jojo, I'm taking care of keeping her from killing him. Please do not touch her with a dick of any
I
variety.
do believe, actually, while this is a fantastic game of whack-a-mole, he deserves to be taught a lesson. Oh,
Who needs to be taught a lesson?
well, this mysterious stranger for enforcing some strange laws upon us that don't really concern us in a foreign land.
That's the mushrooms line. But anyways.
You can't kill me in a way that matters! Colon D.
So let's not punish him for his own beliefs. There's no need for that, Silora. Why are you here?
Is this because of the mask? I must ask. I need to know where this fucking came from. I am not speaking in character! I will kill him. We might only have one new player as of next week.
I can tell you where this voice came from.
Please.
It's the
please
voice of Jotaro Kujo.
This sounds wrong.
It's
but
close.
Okay.
Huh. I mean, that doesn't bother me.
Consistency would be nice, but okay, I guess.
So... Well, to prevent the initial problem, I point over at Omega, who's kind of in the corner cowering over Smiggle.
Still sort of grabbing his nuts.
Is that your employer? Then I do not think
Why
we'll
are
have a
you
problem.
Southern?
Can you
I am
describe your
going
employer?
to kill him.
What is Southern? The Southern continent?
Put your mask back on.
Rudy Tooty, point and shooty?
Rudy Tooty!
Okay. So, describe your employer. I can tell you if we've seen them. Is it Smiggle?
Huh?
Not
So
Smiggle.
Dara sort of leans over to Alex. Is he okay?
Kobold?
Are you okay there?
Well,
Is he
this...
having a stroke?
Wait for it to finish, I'll heal it. But this isn't really the area. Oh. Well.
Oh, he's dead now.
You seem to be fine on healing needed. So anyways, this isn't really the right environment for kobolds unless he's of the Arctic variety, so why is it... quite loyal for a mercenary.
Exactly.
Quite loyal for a mercenary, and what is his work? What are you?
What is his work exactly?
What is his work? That is a good question. No, what is your employer's work?
Okay, but what does he do?
Oh hey! What?
This
No,
makes
he's not a
sense.
kobold. I thought it might be a druid I knew, but it's not, because the druid I know is not a kobold. Don't care if you're
While
asking
we
that.
wait for that, hey, Mr. Scaredy Pants looks at Omega. Are you hungry?
I am under different strains at the moment.
He's scared of losing his family jewels. Leave him be. He has to come to terms with it.
I've got a pair
Don't
of family jewels right here for him.
This is what you have wrought.
I've got several pairs of family jewels for him.
Am I the only one who remembers him going to terrorize a poor shopkeep over, quote, family jewels?
Nope. That's why I brought it up. Well, we're also here looking for whatever's causing the weather in this area. I believe that's what he's looking for. You can stay with us, or you
Okay.
can venture back out into the cold.
Can I say something? Without an arrow near my nether regions?
Go ahead.
Can somebody remove the arrow, please?
Mage hand.
Oh, now why'd you go and do that? It looked fashionable with him.
Jojo, I do believe you know what it's like to have your manhood squashed.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see someone else have their manhood squashed, see how they react.
Oh, gods, he is at it again.
Unlike other people, other people's don't regrow, Jojo.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
At
Wow,
least he's not like
I
a
wonder
Hydra.
how...
I don't think he
Well,
needs
I
to
wonder
do-
how he would really react. That'd be very
But
interesting.
you were saying,
He
Omega.
begins to relax now. Okay. He's still kind of like cupping a little bit. Okay. We are all after the same thing here. Let's not get murdery yet.
Well, I'm not
Jojo,
murderer. I prefer to keep people alive. It's him you have to convince. I pointed at Smiggle. Thankfully, you have me on the keeping you alive camp, so...
He shoots a look up to Smiggle. How pissed off is Smiggle?
Very, let me see if I can find the...
Is he showing?
Very.
When did I leave Roll20 and open a gif of freaking Alex Jones? What?
So, I'm not sure who else is in the keeping you alive camp, so you might want to play to your strengths, not your weaknesses.
Jojo,
Don't
Jojo, look,
trigger
well,
any
besides
old
keeping him
wounds.
alive, if we get rid of his nuts, I got a pair for him. Since you said the others don't grow back, we just attach this one to him. And waves it at him.
That's mildly disturbing, Jojo. No, that's not mildly disturbing. That's disturbing, Jojo.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
but
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't-
mildly is putting it a little light.
Yeah, but I don't think Smiggle would worry about it. Right? You can attach this to him, right?
I'd rather not practice that actual magical malpractice. It's possible, yes, it's quite possibly the cruelest thing I could do with magic, and I don't think I will.
Jojo thinks about it, grabs this fork. Look, you got a fork. That looks like a snake. Would you
Where is this picture sent? Indeed! That is phenomenal.
look at that face? Tell me he is not angry.
That is Omega's expression. So, say what you will, convince him not to put an arrow through your throat.
Close enough. Anyway. Now, say that again, Jordan. I was being dumb.
Well, I'm currently just leaning on my staff tiredly, and I'm like, say what you will, I would recommend not dying. I'm not sure I can bring you back at the
I
moment.
send the picture to you, bro, through PlayStation if it lets you see it.
Alright.
Listen, Smiggle. Former friend, former buddy. Let's not get each other killed, potentially. And let's go solve this crisis. And then you can kill me.
Not play into the living suit, I
Hey,
see.
Dave, you realize that is an angry face, but you realize he's got an angrier face you can find, right?
I can't find it, bro. I tried to look for one of his more really angry looks, but I couldn't find any. And Smeagol is very, very, very tempted to let go.
If you kill me now,
Let it
you
go,
won't get the other
let it
half
go.
of your gift. I don't know if the drow has said it yet, but I'll repeat it just in case. that dagger is meant for you. And it's a part of a set that I would like to go find.
Why the hell should I help you?
Because I get nothing.
After what?
He sort of just...
It does sound like he's trying to give it to you, but there is obviously a catch.
The catch is
Well,
you have
we
to take
can-
me along
or
with you,
the dagger
otherwise you have no
anyways.
chance of getting actually to it.
Well, we can take you. Wait, hold on.
Who's
Jojo
got the
look.
dagger at the moment?
Sylvia.
Ah.
Jojo walks over to him. Hey, are you magical?
Magical? What? No, why?
No?
No.
He puts his chest and opens up the, not his special one, but the one that's empty that makes you messed up in the head. Picks him up and shoves him inside it and closes it.
You know, that's actually a moderately good way to keep people detained.
You know, I can't actually help you from in here.
Wait, is he gonna be talking like that? Because remember, it's messing with his head.
It's only when you take your head out of it, actually.
Oh, well Jojo opens it after he says, I can't help you from in here, and pulls him out.
Oh, thank you. Oh, what the fuck?
It'll pass in a minute, don't worry.
You just see his head sort of lulling back. Just sort of
While he's
trying
lulling
to
back-
go from his mouth
Alex,
up his
how-
face because his head is leaning that far back.
Hold on.
Alex,
While
are
he's
you-
drooling and messed up, Jojo puts the hand with the wiener in his face. Hey, are you hungry?
Alex, are you paying attention to what Smeagol?
I.e.
You see he's pulling back more. Wanting to actually let go. You can see it in his eyes.
I kind
His
of like,
head is sort of bobbing back and forth.
I slink off of my staff, so this, instead of just leaning on it tiredly, I actually walk over and just kind of loop my finger around the bowstring so it can't release. Smiggle, I won't take his life from you, but I do need him alive. He's yours when I'm done with him, I promise you.
So much for trying to save every life. Hey, Angel.
Oh, it's not me that wants you, it's people of mine. I just happen to be
hey, Omega did not say that, motherfucker.
Who said that?
Sildara.
Oh.
Sass. Who else would give you sass?
Jojo,
Listen.
Sylvia...
Jojo looks over at Smeagol. So, what are we doing with him?
I try to save as many lives as I can, Sildara, but this one has been promised to him. Later. Perhaps they can make amends, but that is not my business. For now, I just need him alive.
Once he hears that, he just does like a side turn, giving this one look with one that Alex can see with one eye, like, are you fucking high?
While he does that,
No, I do
Jojo...
believe that would be the half-men over there. As you just see Omega going, ah.
But you're saying
Oh.
this is not the first time?
Hold on, perfect opportunity. When he goes, Jojo grabs the back of his head with one hand and shoves the dick in his mouth.
Oh, that's not okay, Jojo. So, thankfully this counts as rubbish at this point, and I can just precipitate and the dick disappears.
Yeah, but Jojo's
Actually,
trying
no,
to help
it's counted
Smeagol
as a
out.
trophy.
Prime, you
It
dumbass.
is
a funny-
intact. It is intact, and it was cut from a creature. It is technically a trophy.
I start eating
Which I'm
up on that
keeping.
bow.
And Jojo, which I'm keeping, but Jojo looks back at Smeagol after shoving it in his mouth, holding him there, and Jojo's like, hey Smeagol, does this help? Does this help your rage? Because you told me how upset you were.
Anyway,
Yeah, same
Sildara,
look.
you were saying?
Maybe we should get the Minotaur away from him. We need him alive.
I agree.
Either JoJo hangs on to him or I keep the bow on him.
I think the bow on him is a much smarter idea because you won't accidentally kill him by suffocation.
I'm not gonna kill him, Jojo says as he accidentally twists his neck the wrong way.
Jojo, keep it. Let's practice a little term called social distancing. There's diseases going around. Let's keep you from getting them.
What disease would that be?
Well, gonorrhea
I
might be
don't catch
one.
human-
Gonorrhea
I'm
might be
an
one
animal.
you
I
have
don't
to
catch
worry about.
human diseases.
Did you hear me, Danny?
Interesting. Yeah.
Strange, because
So-
I didn't.
Gonorrhea might be one you have to worry about, Jojo.
But still, this guy looks like he needs help. Looks back at him, shakes his head.
What was that dagger?
Jojo,
So,
after pulling his
cool.
other hand away with the lizard, looks at him. So, you hungry?
Take.
Alex, what was that dagger?
Ask Sylvia. I had her check it because I figured you wanted a more immediate answer.
Jojo looks back. I got an idea. Goes back to his chest, letting
Sylvia,
go
what
of the
was
guy.
that dagger?
Oh, hold on. I didn't give you a name. Hold on. I didn't give you a name. You need a name. There you go. Oh, wait. Nope. Yeah, actually, that works. Deal with it. Deal with it.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson, log entry 005, subject analysis of Demon Slayer, February 2nd, 2163. Maybe...
Oh. What does it do?
persevere to overcome that which would threaten your survival. He is in context of relentless being of violence.
Well, his turn, he has wings. That's probably gonna be hard.
By our many leaders in politics. During our time of judgment, can he overcome this alone? If he can't, no one is born.
I'm guessing Omega's still in his, drunken state or whatever?
Is the chode still in his mouth?
No, Jojo pulled it out and goes, "Hey, you hungry?"
Jojo, you were disturbed.
Huh? I'll take that as a yes.
Spinning.
So, Miguel, what's up?
Apparently not as intent.
What? What's with the other? What's with the dagger exactly?
Well, Sylvia doesn't. It just says you need to get the other half. So, what does our groggy friend here say?
Hey, groggy friend! Jojo, with his other hand still on the back of his head, shakes his head very vigorously. Hey!
Jojo, leave him be. I'm pretty sure you're gonna kill him at this point.
But you can bring
I'm
him
pretty
back.
sure you can revive him, Angel Boy.
I can if I was not about to pass out.
Well, you can revive him after you wake up.
No, there is a time limit. For now, at least.
I'll come back.
A whole load of nothing.
Whole load of nothing, Jojo violating this poor guy to try and cheer up Smiggle. Whoa! Mister, where's the other half? Shakes his head.
Clappies.
Puppies? I love puppies!
Hey, Jojo,
Yes?
let him go. So you regain his sanity. He stops in the middle of it. His...
Composure? I believe the word you're
Yes,
looking for.
that's it. Thank you.
So, I hate to do this, but my food's here. So, 20-30 minutes, at worst. You guys mind if I just go eat place?
Go for it.
Alright, I'll starve. Let's continue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I made a Snapchat about 3 years ago, sounds right. Okay. I never know what you're doing. Have you not been paying attention? So I'm literally just went AFK to eat for the next 20-30 minutes.
No, I didn't.
Wait, if we're all going to go eat, can I go get something to eat?
Obviously, Danny.
Yeah.
So I guess we're all taking a break to get something to eat?
Yes.
Food! I'll be right back. Trunks! I want some skooma!
I won't worry about you.
Skooma, skooma, skooma. Yeah, we're taking a
We're
break
eating,
so
Jack.
everyone can go eat.
We're all getting some food.
Oh. I mean, people are eating at different times, but... Sure...
I'm gonna go get some to eat.
I will be back.
If I end up taking longer, just have Danny call me.
Yes, Jay. Mini. An entire continent has been made inhospitable to life. What do you mean? There's also been wars and whatnot, but you'll have to ask him. Ask him. It's fact. It was part of a war, so numbers probably going to be pretty high. Millennia ago. I already know what the joke is going to be, Jim. It's going to be a spin-off of a Holocaust joke. Do I know why? No, but I know what it's going to be. I know, I said I don't know why, but I knew what it was going to be. my lord. I'm getting some more spaghetti. Paschetti. Sketty, sketty, sketty. Yeah, da, 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 da.
Well, baby, those honeydew lists are always going to pile up. So no matter what, you're always going to have one of those. Yeah. 'Cause not trying to be funny, but I'm going to take that one any day over my other one.
Hello? Okay.
Indeed.
I'm here, but I'm muted so I can eat.
Same.
Go in there. I like to go in there and make things. I like to go in there and get physical when I could and beat it up. No, it's a courtesy.
If I hear drums beating, Jay, I'm going to mute you.
Danny's gonna have to pack.
Welcome back. Lunch break. Or dinner break.
Jay. We can hear you.
I can mute you.
Yes, Gabby.
Yeah, I can hear you.
If he is speaking, I can't hear him.
He's not. He might be still getting his food and his shots.
Fair. But why? Kitty. 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 Right, Chelsea. Right, Gavin. I thought you said you can't. I thought you said you can't. Where exactly does he work at? Okay, he might be on
I'm back. Sorry about that. Was
Welcome
doing
back.
meds again, something to eat.
It's okay, bro. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Are we all ready?
Gabby's not quite here.
Alright.
Danny, can you not hear me?
I hear you. I just didn't hear your question.
Did you finish eating?
No,
Finish eating.
Do you have time?
I'm eating while we're playing. I have the food in front of me.
Yeah, but you have
No,
time to
we're
keep
all-
eating right
we're-
now.
We're all muting and eating.
Like, Gabby's not here yet, so you can just keep eating.
Okay.
I have been streaming for Aura, by the way, fam.
I saw.
She also gets Doom as a
Sorry,
background.
gonna feel about what JoJo's doing.
Disgusted.
Yeah? Hey, David, how's Mako feel about what JoJo's doing?
He is enjoying the torment this guy's going through.
Well, like I said, Smeagol is JoJo's best friend, so JoJo, remember Smeagol was talking about how he was upset with this guy and hated him, so JoJo's trying to help. I mean, you know JoJo has no qualms about this. I think that's the right word.
I still fail to see how anyone can fail the Revenant section. Huh?
What?
Our trans-dimensional friends shall not
Jordan, do I kill the good boy?
tainted ground.
Who?
Earth must be
The Revenant who gives you the super shotgun.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Hmm.
I'm a dumbass. I accidentally backed into the elevator because I was
I'm done.
meat hook.
And speaking of the meat hook, I'm actually on that step of Super Shotgun.
Would you believe me if I said I'm actually already on that step?
Did you just get it and immediately fully upgrade it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can master another weapon.
Fun fact, the meat hook begins to, or not begins to, it ignores the shields of the soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Of the soldier boys.
But yeah, Dave, like I said, JoJo's trying to help Smeagol out, so... Although JoJo is trying to be a good guy, because... let me say why. He noticed Smeagol wants to kill him, so he's trying to keep him alive, hoping that torturing him will let Smeagol let him stay alive so Alexander can do his thing with him. He's trying to be a good guy here.
By being a bad guy. trying to be a good guy by being a bad guy.
Well, you see
Dude.
JoJo's logic, right?
But it's kind of funny how everybody goes like with that logic or whatnot, and no matter how many times I hear it, it sounds so confusing, and I understand it.
The wet slapping of the flesh hitting the ground.
Let's see, is Smeagol still as murderous, or... Come on, roll.
But yeah, like I said, JoJo's trying to be the good guy here by trying to keep Smeagol from killing him, so that way Alexander can get his thing done, and then afterwards he's gonna hold him just to help Smeagol get his revenge. JoJo's trying to help his friends.
Shall not walk on tainted ground. Earth must be cleansed.
It's all here.
Everyone but Gabby.
Okay. Okay, now let's try this roll again. Okay, Smeagol's not as murderous, but he still has the angry look.
Yeah.
You might crash people. Whiplashes are my bane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, I was wondering, Jay? You, actually, this goes to Jay and, Lord. Lord, has Jay noticed little Claire on top of JoJo's head yet?
We haven't acknowledged her, to be honest.
There's been nothing to really acknowledge her with. Gabby's back.
Excuse you, the heathen has not spoken.
Hello.
Hello. It's
Me.
Gabby.
I'm
Yeah, I gotta
Mario.
stop ripping and tearing now. Millwood is done yet.
There's a D4.
Technically, yes, just roll 6-sided dice and don't count 4 and up.
Or just, you know, 1 and 2 is 1, 3 and 4 is 2, and 5 and 6 is 3.
Or that.
Or do every other number like, or not. 1 and 4 are 1, 2 and 5 are 2, and 3 and 6 are 3. Is everybody here and ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Kelsey? Damn, I'm not doing this over comparing. Shame.
What?
I gotta stop being the Doom Slayer and I get to go be a fucking dungeon master. So what were you guys saying about?
I think I was asking about the daggers and Jojo moved the thing away from the guy so he could breathe. And then let him go if I'm correct. Or are you still hanging on to him?
No, he walked away, said, I got an idea for him, and went back to his chest.
I'm concerned, but oddly intrigued.
I don't think we should be intrigued at this point. He's already tried to kill the man.
I'm not complaining.
Well, that's you. I have a bounty.
Don't care.
Well,
We need him alive. And if you cost me a little bit of coin,
You can revive him. Oh no. That's what I'm talking about. Alex can revive him.
I can't revive him right now. So you have a temporary pause on your ability to kill him. In addition, I
can still main him, right?
yes, but I would believe you would want him to be able to keep himself alive if something attacks him.
You just see a big, evil kind of grin on his face.
Smiggle, for each coin that we lose on this thing, you lose a limb.
Ooh, 4 coins, and you've already made him a chicken nugget.
Jojo looks over. Why are you worried? You get paid so much, you don't do anything.
You see, unlike you, Jojo, I don't go off and rape people for money.
That is fair, Jojo.
I at least-
Not a fair.
Jojo looks. I at least get us money. Hey, I haven't seen any of you getting us money.
Jojo,
Cinder
I have.
kind of won the jackpot.
You're right.
Alex, do you mind handing me his bag?
I hand it
while they're
over.
saying that, Claire kind of just pops out. Claire looks and she goes,
Grab the.
Finally!
I pretty much get the bow to where I'm holding both the bow and the arrow in one hand. Grab the bag and just with one hand.
Jojo looks over.
After placing
Would you
it
rather
down,
do this?
looking in.
Hand to, while he's holding the bow and arrow in one hand, Jojo goes, would you rather use this, and hands him a crossbow?
What bag, David?
I was asking Alice to hand me Omega's bag. Or does Omega still have it?
Nobody ever took it off of him.
Oh. No, he only went through the bag.
With a mage hand. Or as I have and will continue to dub it, the FAP hand.
Alex, use your magic hand, grab that bag and bring it over here. Please.
Jojo looks over. Is there anything else in his bag that I can take?
Jojo, I do believe the man has his things for a reason. If we take everything he
Why do
has,
we
he can't
care?
stay alive.
So, we're gonna kill him anyways.
No, we are not. Smiggle will, but not now.
Then why does he need his things?
What happened, pal?
Jojo, if he is dead before we get back to Melik, I will personally mutilate you beyond repair.
But we have an Alexander!
I think
Regardless
something
of our
happened with
current
Pyro's
assets.
mic. Or something.
What is he saying?
We have an
I am
Alexander.
laying on my bed, so somebody's gonna have to read to me.
He says he's away from the PS4.
And he says he gives me the bag. So I'm guessing he's using his mage to hand it to me.
The mage hand begins to unstrap the bag. Omega begins to come to his senses. What the fuck? Why are you He tries to fight with the hand.
You want to keep your limbs?
Do you want passage into the city?
I don't give a fuck right now.
I do believe we have a contested check to make between Alexander's Fap hand and Omega. Why am I playing music? Help!
Did you see
And waves
Pyro's
finger
message?
in Omega's face?
Yeah, he's like doing the finger wave, like, no, no.
Or is he flipping him off? I don't know. If it does both, it doesn't have a grip on the bag. So, yoink. Actually, if it does either, it doesn't have a grip on the bag. Because, unlike people, this kind of entity can't take more than one command. And so it's either grab the bag or give him the bird. The hand vanishes. So, he takes the bag back. Now then, if you would listen to me for 3 seconds, Smiggle. I don't know if you've seen it out there, but travel by foot is not exactly possible. I don't know why you insist on making this entire feud more important than your life, but if we try to go out there and bear the storm as it is, we are going to die.
Who says I want us to leave? As far as I'm concerned, if I had it my way, only one of us.
No, damn it, you fucked up.
away.
You should have said if I had it my way, you'd already be dead. Remember Undertale? You fucked up.
I never played it.
God damn it,
But
David,
see,
you missed a good
you
opportunity.
can't have it your way. So we
Anyways.
take the middle ground.
Jojo looks over and walks back. Hey! So, as he walks back, anyone who's looking notices that he's got a pair of tongs in one hand and a weird-looking pair of shears that look really fucked up and demonic in the other hand.
Alright, Jojo. I think it's time for you to leave the man alone. There is no point in interrogating him if he's not going to spill.
He looks over.
What are you even
well,
trying
if
to
we're not-
achieve with an interrogation? You haven't done anything except torture the man.
Well, we were gonna get information, right? And as I just learned, frail little humans like him, looks back at him, do not regenerate their balls. So,
Jojo, for one, mutilation is frowned upon. Doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. If you continue with this action, I will be forced to stop you. 2. What information are you trying to get out of him? This isn't an interrogation. This isn't even like the shady interrogation they do in the castles. This is just torture.
I don't know, ask Smiggle. He's the one who wants to interrogate him.
No, I don't. I want to kill him. Ask the angel boy.
Then what am I doing? He looks at his tools.
I
Being
have no idea.
incompetent.
Being incompetent? I'll show you incompetent. Wait a second. He looks over at Smiggle. Hey, Smiggle, what's incompetent? Then Claire pops her little head above his head. What's incompetent? What's incompetent?
Smiggle eyes is twitching.
We leave the man alive and hopefully unharmed from our own actions. We get a little bit more than beating him senseless.
Well, I mean, I was just following everyone's lead, but if we're gonna leave him alone, he goes back to his chest and puts his tools back.
Now then, Smiggle, would you be so kind as to actually compromise for a minute? I don't care about your qualms. I'd much rather get us through this situation intact rather than in pieces.
If he has his weapon, we're not gonna make it out of this.
Smiggle, how many are of them? Or how many of there are us? How many are our numbers versus his?
Jojo starts counting on his fingers. And while he's counting, little Claire counts on her fingers and she starts counting on his fingers. Then she puts up her fingers. This many of us!
Here, perhaps a bit of a compromise. So can you fight with anything that isn't a hammer? Sword, dagger...
The hammer is kind of my thing.
Then Jojo, is it that hammer specifically, Smiggle, or is it any hammer that's in his hands?
I think Smiggle is just being traumatized and letting that guide his emotions.
Jojo looks over. Wait, he walks over. Are we worried about him turning on us, or are we worried about him running away?
Yes, I think that is what Smiggle is worried about, either case. So, instead of letting him use his weapon and potentially be
Well, if we're worried about him
uncontrollable...
running from us, Jojo walks over, pulls his chain off of his hammer, and ties it onto the guy.
You mean your
And
ass?
since it's a magical chain of returning, only Jojo can remove it, so Jojo can pull him.
Danny, that's not how that works.
Yeah,
It
it is
would have-
with a bound chain.
No, it isn't.
It's not a bound chain, it's a chain of returning, unfortunately.
The chain of returning, it extends itself magically up to 60 feet, otherwise it is just as long as it needs to be.
The bound chain is something else.
Well, never mind. Then I'm trying to help us so Smiggle
That
stop
would
trying to
work
kill
though.
him.
That would work though.
Oh, he's not gonna kill him. He's keeping an eye on him.
Well,
Like-
I'm trying to make sure he ain't gonna run away.
Like, your idea works, it's just, it's possible to take it off, but you'd probably notice.
I don't know, I'm pretty
Wait
sure
a second,
he's
hold
noticed less important things.
No, I would notice because while he's trying to take it off, I could just use the chain of returning and pull him to me before he can take it off.
Well, if Smiggle is right to be concerned about this man in any way, shape, or form, I don't think tying a knot on him is going to be effective.
Why I was asking Smiggle is the thing you worried about his hammer or him using any weapon?
Any weapon.
Jojo,
And I
there's
don't
one
want
thing-
him to have use of his arms.
Smiggle, there's one thing being concerned. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Jojo looks, so how do we deal with him then?
I was going
I
to
mean,
say,
if anything, I can
put his
keep him in my chest.
He needs to be out so he can help. Put his hammer in your chest and get him another weapon that is not
Alex,
it's
I
custom.
must ask you a serious question. What good is a man without his weapon? What good are you without your staff?
We don't need him to fight because then he can run away in the fight. We just need him to guide us.
Jojo, I am fairly confident in saying that there are people in here who are faster than that little midget over there.
Well, counterpoint to how good am I without my weapon, did you see how they tried to tie me up last time? I was still casting spells.
I can cast spells too without my staff, you dingleberry.
Yes, you should know
The
sorcerers
point
are
being,
annoying.
You are weakened without it.
That's the God. I'm trying to get that as through so Smiggle isn't so terrified of him moving and putting
what
an arrow in
good
his
is
head.
it to keep a captive who can fight, but we're not letting him?
I was saying give him one of Jojo's spare weapons.
I imagine that we're going to go back to the same point of your staff. I imagine if we gave you a little focus, it would be completely different if you had your entire staff.
Well, I'd lose the manipulation from... I just kind of pluck on the string to pull Roto out for half a second. This little guy here, and push him back in.
What the fuck? What?
When he does that, somehow, you don't know how, but Claire just magically appears next to his staff and grabs it.
Slips right through her fingers and just disappears it.
I'd lose...
with a smaller hand coming out with a middle finger right at Claire and goes right back in.
I'd lose the talents
Claire's like, come back!
I'd lose the talents from that little guy, but I could still have my own. But the same should apply. He can use a hammer of any type to as much effect. It's just whatever he's enchanted this one with that Smiggle is terrified of, he won't have.
I imagine it's his trauma. And why aren't you thinking with your head on straight? There is 7 of us, including this new little freak right here. Points to.
I'm not concerned of him killing us. I'm concerned with Smiggle putting an arrow in the back of his head when he twitches the wrong way.
Then here's the best idea. Rather than stripping him of any equipment, by the way, at this point you're going, he's standing over and going, why the fuck am I not a part of this conversation?
Because you don't have a vote yet.
How big is the building?
This building goes about 30 feet high, with the walls only going about 15 of that.
Is there any beams up top?
About 25 feet above the floor. For you, it would be 15 feet above you. Not 15 feet. Math. 20 feet.
I'm gonna go on to those beams.
Why not just get on top of Jojo like you usually
David,
do, and use him as the tower?
20-foot vertical jump. I would love to see how you do that.
True.
Jojo, Smiggle, do you want to get into the beams? I can... Mage hand appears. I can...
Yes, please.
Shoop.
The fat hand, it strikes again as it Smiggle straight up into the rafters.
Mr. Fat Pan, would you like to borrow this? Waves the salamander to salamander. You can fap with this, Fat Pan.
Well, I think Smiggle is most comforted now, so I don't think we have to strip this man of any weaponry now.
But anyway, back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. Flips Omega the Bird. There is enough of us to keep him encompassed with him in the center of us. More than one pair of eyes watching him. Any sorry move, and we're all within reach to react.
Jojo says, also, I can pull out rope and tie it on him, so we can pull him. Or I got chains to tie around his neck.
Again, what good is a captive that can fight if we're keep restricting them from fighting?
Oh, he can fight!
Jojo, you try to fight with your hands bound.
I have!
Very ineffectively.
I killed a man, thank you very much!
I do believe that was a skeleton.
Well, sorry to be so harsh to you, but he seems absolutely terrified of you. The more you prove we don't have to take these precautions, maybe we'll lax them a bit.
Well, maybe you should stop listening to every single word that little brain-dead idiot is saying.
Well, he has more trust than you do. He's kept me alive a few times.
Did it benefit him directly?
Of course, I can heal anyone here. It's kind of in everyone's interest to keep me alive.
I failed to see why that's a point then.
Jojo looks over. So, how about we argue later and get out of here? Because Jojo looks outside. I think it's getting worse out there. Then as Jojo says that, Claire runs over to the window. Still!
Well, we do have the house we've been staying at that we can recuperate in and discuss what everyone is doing here and our next plan of action, because I have currently no idea where we should be going here.
Well, while you do that, Jojo runs over to check all the barrels that are in this house.
I have a much better idea, Alex. Why don't we continue to explore? Just because somebody decided to expend all of the resources, it doesn't mean the rest of us have to wait.
Okay.
I'd much rather be productive with the rest of this day rather than just sit.
Don't blame me if I can't heal you.
Don't we have potions for that?
I really don't know. Potions aren't something I use often.
Blow away, you spoiled prick.
I'm not sure how I'm spoiled by healing people instead of making them drink those obnoxious tasting goops.
Obnoxious tasting? How is
You
a taste?
obviously don't like the taste of healing word, now do you?
Hold on. How does a potion taste obnoxious? And what does obnoxious taste like?
Bad.
You know
It
what,
tastes
Jojo,
bad.
that is a very good question.
I want to figure out.
I'm pretty sure he's just spoiled because it's, you know, magic and he has to consume it rather than use it.
It just tastes bad. Have you
So
seen
does
what
your entire design is in bad taste, what's your point?
rude? Have you seen what goes in those potions? There's no way you cook that tastes good, and if you put sugar in it, it ruins it.
If you are cooking a potion, you are doing it wrong. You brew them. Just like
It
how
is-
you brew tea.
Listen, you can cook potions and tea is just herb water. She
What
gets
is
the
that?
idea.
Hey!
What is cough syrup?
What's a whooping cough? Whoop 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 whoop!
What the hell is whooping cough?
Something that sounds demented.
It's not
Oh.
just asthma.
What's asthma?
You see, asthma is where you have a buildup of fluid in your lungs that makes it harder to breathe.
I thought that was pneumonia.
No, pneumonia is an infection, whereas asthma is just natural.
Hmm.
Oh, that's what I had before I incinerated my lungs.
Yeah, Smeagol's just leaning against the wall, looking at a picture.
Well, come on out. Do you really need to be in a barrel? I just offer my hand out to Cinder. I try and catch the barrel to stop it from being tipped.
As Sildara walks past, she helps. I would love to know how Cinder is handling concrete that is in an ice environment.
So, are you gonna have me roll against Sylvia with advantage because you helped?
Does it really matter?
I think Cinder says
I'm
yes.
actively trying to avoid pointless rolls, and here you are! Everybody's content with the course of events, meanwhile you're like, no, save her.
Ow. Go ahead.
Well, I assume y'all would like to actually explore the building before we retire for the evening, even though it's 11. Cool! Great response, guys. Absolutely perfect communication.
Oh, Smeagol's too busy looking at a picture.
There is 3 other people.
Jojo?
Yes.
4, actually, because frickin' Jay.
Yes. 5. Little Claire.
Claire is attached to JoJo on a spiritual and fundamental level.
Well, I'll let y'all look around this first room. I'm just gonna sit here for a few minutes.
Oh look, now somebody else gets to be a waste of time.
Listen,
Sildar
I
walks into it.
can't get all my spells back at once, but I can get some back. I just kind of plop down against the chair.
As you are now just talking to the fucking air.
Jojo says
I
we
would
can
love to
keep
know
moving and
how
I'll put you on my back.
I would love to know where your chair is, Jordan, when there is literally only 3 barrels and a giant asshole in this room.
Then I'm sitting on a barrel.
The barrel that Cinder got tipped over from.
I'm sitting on the barrel.
Hold on, before you check. I already said way earlier, Jojo is checking all the barrels.
You check the barrels and there is nothing but snow and dust building within the space. It looks like they have not been touched in a fair bit of time.
Okay, she can do her check. I thought you were checking for the barrels. I was gonna say, I checked the barrels.
Sylvia legit walks over to a pile of crates and sacks, pokes one of the sacks, sees that it's flour. Well, this room's useless! Even though there is literally 4 other sets of storage in this very room.
Jojo's checking everything.
Okay, Danny.
Yeah?
I'm going to send this to Jordan, so Jordan can send it to you. There's your options. However, Sildara gets to go before you because she's here first.
That's fine. I'm just helping her out.
Sildara looks over this table of tools and accessories. Some really big hands. I don't think that's an oversized pencil. Sylvia? Come here for a second.
So...
I'm just saying, Gabby, I haven't touched your token. It has in fact been in the same spot this entire time.
I'll send you a picture in a minute, Danny. My phone's loading. So, Joe... I suppose you asked to be called Jojo. What... Do you have any idea where your employer might be?
Fun fact, he's AFK.
Jay! Oh.
He actually just sent me a message. Like, seriously, 10 seconds ago.
Okay. So, Omega, what are you doing out here?
Well, I do believe it was obvious that I was in the middle of treasure hunting.
That's always a fun thing to do until you get caught by giant, now penisless salamanders.
I can promise you they were thoroughly dicked at the time.
Yes, I know. There's only one person to blame for their recent castration. He has a... the debate of sentience, let's not get into it.
Oh, he's sentient, alright, but a person.
Are we talking about me here?
Indeed.
You're not in the room.
What are you treasure hunting for? Besides those daggers, I suppose, which I doubt you were looking for just to get back in Smeagol's good graces.
I am hunting for a particular relic that I don't know the location of, the name of, appearance of, but have been told that something powerful is here, and I want it.
So, in summary, you don't know what you're looking for, you don't know where it is, you don't know why it exists, you just know that you'll know it when you see it.
I want it.
And I thought Smeagol was greedy.
Y'all are real talkative tonight.
Well, I asked. You said I'm not in the room. You said I'm not in the room.
An engaging conversation from Yes, from Gabby, from JoJo. I'm summoning you, yes, but I got it wrong. But anyway, back to the other room. Is it just these tools look a little large? She picks up a brush that looks like you would use it to either scrub a floor or scrub something like a tile or something, and it's just about the size of her torso. It seems a little bit large. Hey Sylvia, you want to give me a dexterity saving throw?
Wait, what about
your horses right there, Miss Cinder? So you see her shoot a glare at you after that comment, begin to reel back with the brush, see it coming from a mile away, so you begin to duck as she swings and throws it across the room. Let's see.
Jojo catches it.
I need a dexterity check from Jojo for that. Or actually,
Roll
it's not
for me.
dexterity, it's no, it would be a dexterity to catch.
You want me to roll for you, Danny?
Nah, wait. Who's rolling for me anyways?
Fine. I just offered because why not?
Well, you see, you can't roll as Jojo now, can you? That's an 8.
Yes, you rolled as Jojo does. Okay, guess what would you have gotten if I rolled?
Jojo getting curious about this same box of bags and
At 9.
it does not make any sense. Jojo getting distracted by the same stack of boxes and bags, not paying attention to what's going on the other side of the room, gets hit in the calf by a giant wooden brush, and it just keeps going. Instead of now going to the bottom left corner of the room, is now shooting off to the right side.
Jojo's like, ooh, big brush, and walks over to it like a child with his arms outstretched. Ooh. Jojo picks it up.
You fuckers are right.
Jojo picks it up and turns around. You know, like a dog's looking.
Cinder, upon your approach of the room, you just see a brush go flying past you, and then you hear Jojo, hear it smack Jojo, and it come right next to to the other side of the wall.
I have 7 of them.
Oh, brush! And goes after it.
After Jojo picked up, Jojo holding the brush, it's like, this is perfect for me, my size.
Jojo, you're actually holding this thing, and you can barely get your hand around it.
That's, you know, he says my size. He's not saying it fits for me, you know, say I'm perfect size. He's saying it's big like me, my size.
There is something wrong with you people, and I love it. It's so interesting. Yes, I'm the freak, Miss Darkskin. Oh, commenting on your appearance in terms of facts is wrong now. You are dark-skinned, are you not? You see Sildara actually begin to have an aneurysm from that. There's only one like you! Oh my god. How can I be racist against somebody who is...
So can I hear this from the other room? I have something to yell. I will give a perception check.
Well, you are busy relaxing. I would say this is more of a concentration check. To either keep relaxing or react.
You can talk during a rest time. What do you mean?
Are you actively resting?
Yes. I'm not asleep. I'm just kind of sitting down.
Are you resting, or are you just sitting down? There's a difference.
You can talk while taking a short rest.
That does not answer my question.
I'm resting, but I'm doing something I can do during a rest.
Mate, I don't need, like, I don't need that. I just need, are you resting or are you not? Which you did answer me.
Jojo says, if you need a rest, you can rest on top of my chest while I'm carrying it.
You're not in the same room?
Hmm.
Have you not sent him that picture yet?
My phone is turning on. It will be up momentarily.
I'm more frustrated than surprised. Because my man's knows he's the only one who can really send it, because every time I try to send an image off of my phone to somebody through the PlayStation app, it doesn't work!
No, it's always corrupted. Means that Lord is corrupted!
Yeah, probably. But I am hurt, Chelsea. Thank you. No, you. Listen, if I was being racist with you, I would call you something more along the lines of you, something along the lines of gray matter, or comparing you to mind flayers.
Or
Even though
call
you don't have
her
a
the
brain.
spider's bitch!
I am wounded that I have to repeat everything I just said. You didn't even let me, like, keep my my integrity for 3 fucking seconds. No, you just went, alright, so, repeat everything. I will murder you. I bet.
Come on, no need to get mad at the spider bitch.
You see, the thing is, she actually identifies as that, so that's not really an insult. What about Spider Whore?
Damn straight!
You're gonna just bite? No, I suppose whore is rather scraping the bottom of the barrel. Escort. No, you cannot just go to one spot and just curl up into a ball inside of the fireplace, Gabby.
What are you doing?
Hmm?
Gabby, all I'm saying is that there is more than just this block. You know, let me fucking... I can't see what you see from a certain angle if you're inside of the wall! Sit. So you see that white spot on your right? Gamble on what that is. I bet you'll figure it out. No. There you go. No, it's not a hidden door. It's just a door. So, in your excitement of like, door! You go run up and try to open it, you thinking it's a push, turn the knob, and slam your head right into the door. Alex, you hear an audible wooden thud come in from the other room.
I can walk over without breaking a rest, right?
Mate, I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys are not gonna be in here for half an hour unless the entire party chooses to.
I mean... I did ask and say, hey, I'm just gonna sit down for a bit. I don't know if they're gonna run off.
They already are running off, if you actually would check Roll20.
Yes, I'm
The only people
looking.
left in the room are Omega, Smiggle, who was not even paying attention, the new guy who is, for all intents and purposes, a Spectre, and you.
Like, unless we're moving to a new area, I'm pretty sure they'd come back and say something, but can I walk over without breaking a short rest?
You have something in the
I know the rules for long rest are
by the way,
about an... She's still talking. She's still talking. I blame Gabby. You summoned his mother. Bet.
I'm back.
Is
What?
it just me or is Gabby going... Is Gabby turning into a robot?
I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I don't know the rule.
Not
No.
me.
What from?
I
Hey,
don't
will
know what the
someone-
rule... Oh my god. Go ahead, Danny.
Sorry. Go ahead. I was just gonna say, can someone roll for JoJo's check?
What check?
Once Jordan actually sends you the picture, so
I already
you know
did.
exactly where which one
No,
are
you
doing,
didn't.
Danny?
It's in the group chat, Danny.
I'll relook. Hold on. Cause I looked and it wasn't there.
Why'd you send it to the group chat instead of his DMs?
Yeah, because it was at the top. And the other one wasn't showing for some reason. Anyways, you were saying, Chrome?
I don't know what the rules are because technically a short rest is only 30 minutes, so how long can you stop resting for before it cancels the rest?
Hmm.
If you do the research and get back to me, I will determine from there. In the meantime, I can take care of JoJo because I kind of glossed over him. If he actually has the picture.
Why is the picture not loading?
Give it time. If it says corrupted, I swear to God.
So, you have to rest during a short rest. You can stand guard, sit in place, ride a wagon, other vehicle, or do other tasks that don't require much exertion. I wouldn't say just kind of like peeking around a corner requires much exertion.
It depends on if you go beyond that.
I mean, yeah, I'm just looking around the corner right now.
Well, it would be nice if you represented that in Roll20.
I was asking before I did it.
Like the rules, like you clearly just stated what they are. I can't argue against it. That'd be dumb.
What are you doing over here, Cinder?
Oh my god, no, it starts. Oh god.
What's going on?
Okay, I fixed it.
There it goes.
Okay,
It's gonna do it one more time, I bet.
Ding a ding, ding a ding, ding a ding.
No, it won't. My computer's muted now.
Coward.
Fucking find him.
Ding a ding. Ding a ding, ding a ding.
Called it. Oh my god.
Ding a ding.
Okay, I'm muting it now.
So you turn the corner, you
It
see
finally
someone
loaded!
overhead. And like, if I could describe her as a sad anime girl in any other way, it would be wrong. Like she has like the droopy tears and everything, you know, just rubbing her forehead like, dumbass. What do you mean, producing brain cells? Gabby, you share one with Chelsea.
Hey, Jojo looks to the left. Search is the left.
The stack of crates and bags.
Yep.
Go ahead. That's a 5. They don't seem to have an obvious way to open them, so they're obviously unopenable. They have no actual way to be opened. You look at the bags, and you just, like, take your axe and cut it open. White powder. Crack!
Crack! Jojo snorts it.
You're not...
After,
shut up!
Hold on! After Jojo snorts it, he hears that in the back of his head, and he just looks up and goes...
Actually, it's more like...
Basically, Jojo is taking the crack. He jumps in his chest. Okay, now everyone do the thing, and then Jojo's gonna check the next thing.
Now, you need to make sure that when you write this on a character sheet, Danny, like in your inventory, you put crack in quotation marks. Not quotation marks, what are they called? In quotes, you know, the ... or slash, that thing, you know?
Yeah.
A bit.
Anyways, so what's everyone
because
doing since Jojo's gonna check the next thing?
It is not crack. I want you to know that, Danny. It is not.
I know it's
crack.
flour. I know it's flour. But still, crack.
We need to do Alex and Cinder real quick because Cinder's a bit of a
That's why I said do them. And then I'll do mine after everyone does their next round. Jojo, do another search. For more crack!
Cinder, why do you look like you've been kicked in the head? Did you whack yourself with a door?
Or did the door whack her? Da da da!
It's like whack-a-mole, it's like wax. I mean, it hit you on the head and everything. You know, I think that little gremlin decided to sprint into the door.
Here, I think you just hit your head too hard. Why don't you just sit down?
As you try to make her sit down, the door kind of keeps her standing.
Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
I do believe you have to fight Alex because he's trying to pull you away from it.
No, she's actively fighting me, I'm not, because that would fix this. It's like if she's trying to force herself to the door, I'll be like, okay.
So, Cinder, do you leave the door open when you go in? Make me do extra work and shit. Go in. Where did you go? Those would be winters, but you cannot see. Wait, actually, let me check. I have this noted. It is doors. Never mind. So, the ever so slightest bit of tension towards you. You feel this sudden rush of wind push straight into the building, flinging you backwards away from the door. So, outside, you see a whole bunch of snow, and you get pushed back as the door flings you. The door is now wide open, and letting in a bunch of cold air.
Can I hear you, Gabby? Good job.
Wow, Gabby, wow! So she's heard, like, literally none of you this entire time.
I literally told her to fix it yesterday, and she's like, I'll do it tomorrow.
Fix it, heathen.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if you just, you know, sort of kept it there. Or kept it turned it on yesterday. Ari would have heard you this entire time.
I don't think she's in my stream yet.
This is me actively giving you time to check the stream to see if you can hear her.
Hold
I
on.
don't think you being a mouse will exactly be a good example of getting.
It's
me!
I have to pull it up. Gabby.
This is how you get Ari knocking on your door. This is how you get Ari knocking on your door. This is how you get Ari knocking on your door. It's just going to get louder, please stop.
Yeah, I can't hear you in the stream.
Why'd you just get quieter for some reason? Sharing and broadcast settings. Audio sharing settings. You know what's painful? Mine hasn't been broadcasting either. Even though
I heard you.
actively hear me. Well, it's not like she'll be missing much anyway.
Hello.
I think the only one that matters is share party audio.
I have that enabled.
I don't have included microphone audio in broadcasts, but I have it. I have in video clips and party share audio, and they're both doing. So, Chelsea, your voice is not being broadcasted. We need to fix that. which to get to it, you need to go to your share menu. You need to scroll down to sharing and broadcast
Happy back. Getting a bathroom.
Don't move in there. No, the button that is next to your touchpad on the left. Press that. The share button. You're gonna go down to sharing and broadcast settings. You're then gonna go down to audio sharing settings. And just for safety's sake, put them all in. Sandra running into a door. The dumbass has been tricked into pushing open one door, which got her head smacked, and then pulling open two doors. One of which was the correct option, the other which was the correct option, but a bad option to begin with.
You chose the good. You chose the good choice, but all the choices were bad.
All the results were bad, thank you. It's like either smack yourself in the head with the door again, or this.
Someone.
Oh, that's the thing. This cold is actually so unbearable for you, even through this ring, that you just want to die. You can actively feel the veins in your fingers and your toes constricting.
I kind of like come over as she calls, peek through, see the door's open, and just shut it.
Which door? Like, I need you to move your tokens and roll 20 so I understand this better.
I just shut the door.
So that door is opening into the building. As you reach, it's on the other side of you, by the way. It's on the other side of the door frame. As you begin to try to shut it, you actually cannot just gingerly push it closed as the gust of winds is keeping it open. Not to mention also letting in a little bit of snow, which is quickly growing into a pile.
Sorry. So let me guess, I have to break short rest to close the goddamn door.
Thanks, Cinder. I guess.
Yeah, just get Jojo to shut the door. Add pull Cinder through the door and shut this one.
Wait, get Jojo to shut the door? Jojo can just carry you on his back so he
Cinder,
can
I need you to
meditate.
move to the left.
Jojo!
Which
Is
we will
Jojo
get
here?
to that
Because
in
he's
a
still
moment.
looking.
We will get to that in a moment. We are then going to cut back to Smiggle and Omega. Smiggle, are you still just staring at that picture? He is peeing.
David?
What?
I remember he said, "Be right back, gotta go pee," and he hasn't come back yet.
I'll add an additional
By the way,
fact.
Jordan, you are disgusting.
Perish. So,
I might.
Alex took his coat and just kind of huddled Cinder next to him under it.
Cinder, this jacket, while it is a nice thought, is doing nothing.
Is that better, Cinder? Nothing, it's just another
There was a
coat.
much better way of phrasing that. There was a much better way of saying that. Like, what parts of you are now uncovered because you took off your jacket?
Like,
or, how naked are you now because you took off your jacket?
He's got like a t-shirt under it.
Of which her fingers are colder than the Dickens.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna pull out my bag and go through it now.
Excuse me.
Explorer's kit, Explorer's kit.
But anyway, so we'll actually just come back to Sylvia and Sildara.
What about Jojo?
Hold on, let me
Jojo,
do...
you're next in line.
Oh, fair. Go ahead.
No! I'm joking. Keep going.
Well, Sylvia, do you want to take the first step towards the next stack, or do you want Sildara to take the reins? I don't know, is there? Oh, something useful! So, there's... There's a cart that... Oh my god!
Ding-a-ling!
There is a box that has...
Ding-a-ling!
I was reading it.
Ding-a-ling!
I'm good!
You can do it!
So, over here in this pile, there is a crate that has a nice rope on it. It's got a little bit of frost over top of it, but as soon as you pick it up, dust it off, hey, it's got rope.
I want you to know that as soon as you started talking, it went off. It was just muted.
So you can go ahead and add to your inventory an additional 50-foot hempen rope.
Oh, nice.
What?
What?
As we are all reminded spontaneously of...
Do tell. Are you sure it wasn't something like bitching sunglasses or something?
You know
That
what you also
bitch.
have? I actually need to check the exact name of
Well, while Jojo waits for his turn, he's gotta snort some more of his powder.
it. We got the hella fancy bedroll. You know what? I just realized something. Honestly, we need to change that. Oh, I doubt you want Jordan actually being able to see your character sheet and edit it too. with that rope, however, you check the crate that the rope was on, and you find a nice little coin purse and some paperwork. Nice 73 gold for you. Well, 73 gold and 5 silver.
Silver, 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 silver.
This paperwork is actually an inventory of everything that is supposedly within this warehouse. By the way, this is a warehouse. Sildara just actually ninja appears next to you. Goody, Susan.
Of course she shows up to take stuff, but yet she complains. She doesn't help
Cinder,
out
where
at
did
all.
you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? I don't see you. Where is here? Oh, you're inside of Alex.
No.
Ah,
You
yes,
mean
go
he's
to the hole
inside
in the
of
ground,
her?
Gabby.
Huh.
Again,
What?
Peggy, coming up.
Okay, if she's inside of him, Cinder, would you like to borrow my lizard's lizard?
Just add a little bit of rope and boom, strap on.
I've got rope.
That entire exchange needs quoted right the fuck now. No, get ready for nice lizard.
Welcome back, Jay. You missed the bad dragon quote. Sorry about that, dude. It's fine, dude.
To be honest, I think us sitting here talking about Bad Dragon, even in jest, is wasting more time. But it was fantastic. So there was a pegging joke, again.
I don't know why they're coming up so much.
Pegging!
I'm back.
No, that goes in quotes, thank you.
I am back, everybody.
But anyway, pegging joke, and then Danny, as much of a lovely individual as he is, said, "Hey Cinder, you want my lizard's lizard?" Then, fucking, who was it? Chelsea said it puts Bad Dragon to shame. No. Give him the dick. You know, just get a little rope and all of a sudden it's a strap on. It puts Bad Dragon to shame.
Why
Yeah,
is Cinder on a
Bad Dragon,
table?
it's Ice Lizard. No, it's Nice Lizard.
Why is Cinder on a table?
She is presenting herself. Gabby, there's something. You know what? No, that you will go under the table, hon. Give me just a second.
You saw me walk out of the room. That's about it. You saw me walk out of the room.
Hey, Gabby. Whoosh. She's gone. Seamless.
Indeed. Well, do you want to let him go from?
We're in the middle of Sylvia and Soldara. Like, middle. Well, you will be caught up through context.
Who can all hear me?
Me.
I hear you.
I can.
Okay.
Well, anyway, as we left off, Sildara suddenly appearing next to Sylvia. Good as you say. Oh, as if this isn't exactly what you're doing right now. It's not different for you. You're not special, hon. Alrighty then. And keep up that attitude, you won't have it any longer.
What are you talking about?
Shh, Jojo, this doesn't involve you. Keep looking at that flower?
This ain't flower, this is crack. Sniffs it again.
Just sort of turns away with a shudder. You are aware not only do I have a staff, but I have fire magic.
It's like, I found it, you can't take it from me.
Alright, hold on a second. I need to actually make a check. Hold on. I mean, so is to land down under, if you catch my drift. About as dry as a riverbed. You don't exactly spark interest either, hon.
I didn't hear that. What?
Hey, Sylvia. As you're walking out the room, you feel the papers just leave your grip.
What did I miss?
You missed a blood feud over papers.
There was a check. What was the check for from?
Whether or not I was going to make a joke, and I went with the joke.
What was the joke?
Sildara... Sylvia coming up out of nowhere after Sildara finding something, and she's like, "It's mine. I want it."
Sylvia, what are you doing? By the pit? As if anything else in your life was your best friend. So, hey Jay, what you want to do? What you want to do?
Yes.
Jay, are you on row 20? Then you can see exactly what is happening.
We haven't left the party. We haven't left the building. We're kind of just looking around at the
Exploring.
moment. While I'm kind of just sitting. Going through my bag at the moment. He's being watched by Smiggle.
Yeah, and Joe.
Who are you talking to?
The only one in the room is Smiggle and Sylvia, so.
Sylvia.
I'm up on the beams on top. Smeagol just puts the picture away and just keeps his eye on Omega.
Okay,
Someone
he
you
is like.
don't want to trust.
Of which Omega is still kind of pinned by his right leg to the wall, like, can I move yet? Am I allowed to? Am I going to get shot?
Everybody else wants him alive for some reason. I want him dead.
Wait a second. Does this mean if we're keeping him alive, I finally get my slave?
He's not in the room! He's not in the room.
And I am JoJo! You're right! You hear this in the back of your head. I'm Batman!
Yep.
No, I'll let you in.
What, you asking my name when you called it out?
He didn't call it out. He said Batman.
Guess when I heard Smeagol not long after or something. Repeat your question. My name's Smeagol. Staying alive.
Well, I hope so. That's
Looking for money.
Staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive.
And one of my biggest goals I can't do because everybody else wants him alive.
Chelsea.
That's all you need to know. Go away.
The guy.
I
But
couldn't think of
also-
anything different. He's not saying anything, he's just keeping his eyes.
Which he just sort of looks up at Smiggle and waves at him. He has 2 free hands? His leg is pinned to David. Oh, just... Oh. Oh, just like a casual, awkward wave. You know, back and forth, back and forth. Well, I mean, I am afraid to talk, seeing as how I have a bow trained on me. What the hell is a Glock 17?
What's a
What the fuck is
stand?
a stand? Stand is an action, you do not have a stand. He sort of squints. This all sounds like a bunch of hogwash, if you ask me. I mean, you can, but you're shooting a bullet into, not so smooth concrete. Let's see if it ricochets.
Oh shit! He just became Smiggle's best friend. He killed him.
Jay, just go ahead and roll me 1d100, please.
Wait, what happened?
I think, David. I think Jay's character just became your new best friend.
So, you shoot off the shot, and, you know, you think, oh, right next to his head should be fine. But, with a random shudder of your body, your bullet actually flings off to the right, and it ends up a good 1.5 feet away from his head.
Oh, never mind.
The bullet, it collides with the wall, crumples down, and falls to the floor. You just missed. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Oh, another man with a stick up his ass, I see. You hear that, Smiggle? Another one of your kind.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, another arrow's flying at him.
Where
Stop
exactly?
wasting your arrows!
Just a moment,
I mean, of course I've got a shit ton of arrows for you in my trunk, but still. No, I know. It's a joke because I have like over 200 arrows for him. We collected a bunch of arrows.
And I gave a lot of arrows during that raid, remember?
You gave a bunch of your arrows. I still had a shit ton of my arrows. I had saved over 200 that I picked up during the jail fights and the fights before. Remember, I don't use bows, so I've been saving that stuff.
19 and more, not at the head, but like close to the head.
It's still like at his shoulder.
Yeah.
Listen, Smeagol, I would love to keep playing this game of pin the arrow to the jackass, but this game goes nowhere and neither of us are having fun. Nobody asked you, Drow.
As you wish.
I'm having fun. Keep doing it.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm forgetting, does the weapons have their own count as well, or is it mainly dex?
Weapons have their own count as well.
What do you mean?
For damage.
No, for the chance to hit.
It depends on if the weapon is upgraded, which I don't believe your short bow is, so it just dex.
Okay. 16.
Where were you aiming?
Just around the arms.
You try to shoot for his right arm, as he is just sort of, doing body language and shit, but you not only miss his sleeve, but it hits the stone wall and the actual shaft breaks from just above the head down. Oh, would you like to come in and join in the fun then?
Hey, Sylvia, one more? Oh,
go for
crap.
the knee! Go for the knee!
I'm in trouble.
What?
Hey, one.
Roll the one?
Please.
That's a D100, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what you roll, please.
90.
Oh, that's boring. The arrow, you knock the arrow and take aim, begin to pull back the string, however, it slips out of your fingers, falls out of the bow, and just lands right in front of Omega. The arrowhead itself cracks down the middle.
I just got like this.
He's just got this defeated look on his face like son of a bitch.
This feels like
performance anxiety. I haven't seen that out of you in years.
Oh yeah, this one.
So,
10.
JoJo's turn?
Oh.
Smeagol wants to take it. What do you mean I'm too quiet? Yeah, why? No. Nah.
Smeagol's eyes twitching so badly, seeing how bad he's performing. He's just going to take a moment to try to calm his nerves.
Alright, Jojo, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue to snort the crack?
Nope, JoJo's searching the next.
The next
JoJo's
what?
searching the next set of boxes that you said Sylvia was looking through. The one that she didn't look through yet. I'm trying to make
So
sure
that-
I'm not looking through the
That
one
would
she
be
did.
the top right set of boxes.
All right.
I gotta waddle back to the other side of the room and move you. Or you could do the bottom left, either one.
What looks like there's more.
The top left.
The top left.
Alright, investigation check. I know, I'm rolling.
Please roll a good number for me.
Oh boy, 18.
Thank you.
You sounded so upset about that.
Oh boy, and 18. Okay.
That was a good number. Please tell me I find something good.
Well, define good.
Well, what did I find?
Well, while you are searching through this set of boxes, which of course there's one big old crate, one box that has a cloth and a rope tied around it, a barrel, and another crate. What are you searching first?
Well, I search all four, so
Which one do you start with?
the cloth first.
So, you undo the knot on the rope and take off the rope and cloth. This appears to be a strong box, but its lock seems busted.
Jojo puts that down for a moment and pulls out his axe.
Oh no.
Jojo does the same thing he did before, where he puts the blade to the edge and tries popping it.
Nice little strength check there. Yeah, it's a 5. So, Jojo, you try to wedge your axe underneath the seal of the box. Get about a quarter of an inch of the blade in. Go. That should be enough. Press your axe down, and the axe blade itself chips.
My axe can't chip, it's magical.
It can't be broken, but it can be chipped. It can be damaged. It's also made out of obsidian, which is very fragile. The chip itself isn't that big. It's about a quarter of an inch long and about less than that wide. But the blade itself is now damaged.
I will need Alexander to fix this. Since I grab my axe, my chip, I get pissed off, and I use my hands to just just pop it open. You know, just squeeze it open, one hand on each side, and just squeeze it open. Pop.
Hey Jordan, do you want to roll for Danny?
Sure.
It's meant to be.
Did we both roll a 2?
Yep.
It's meant to be. So, you try to pop this thing open like a pimple. You grab both sides of it and you squeeze. You squeeze harder. Squeeze even harder. You actually start to feel the blood vessels in your thumbs begin to stress. You get even harder with it. Even harder, and you actually feel your skin starting to give a little bit. starts to piss you off even further. So you give it one big old squeeze again, and you can feel a little bit of fluid starting to move out on your right thumb. You don't know whether or not the box cut you, or the stress that you were giving your finger split it, but you now have a hole in your finger. Your thumb, to be specific.
Jojo pulls out one of the extra knives and fucking just stabs the thing!
I would definitely call this an attack roll, wouldn't you, Jordan?
Hmm? What about me, son?
Oh my god! Hey, go ahead and do that other roll, Jordan. Okay, we'll go with my roll.
Danny, your luck is affecting me.
So, you take a dagger, and in your rage and fury, stab the lid of the box. You in fact stab it so hard that the blade of the dagger bends and snaps in one fluid motion.
Dang! Please tell me it's open.
Your hopes are about as shattered as that dagger tip.
You know what, fine. I put the box on the ground on its side. You know, where it can pop open. Puts my foot on it and step on it!
Now, I would love to know, how do you have a foot?
You know what I mean!
Calm down, calm down.
So, you take your nice little hoofy hoof, and you take a step on it. Just from, like, going up and down on it. So you put your whole foot on this box. And as you begin to actually stand there with one hoof, you begin to hear the metal creak. You're like, yes, this is progress. Finally, for what? And as you are like congratulating yourself on this, the metal bows inwards, swallowing your hoof, and the lid pops open.
Yes!
However, all you can see run out of it is some red goo.
What? Wait, what?
Some red goo.
Red goo?
Red goo.
What the fuck is this?
Did he just step on a mimic?
Jesus Christ!
In his panic, he doesn't realize that this red is wine red and not blood red. So here he is freaking out, trying to get this box off his foot, like, oh my god, I killed him! Get off of me! Of which Sildara looks at this entire situation while laughing, decides it's better for her to leave.
Hey, bro, you good?
Go over here. Danny, are you okay?
Danny?
You know, I don't think he is.
Yes.
Danny, are you
Hello?
You good,
You okay?
Danny?
okay?
What's in the box?
Well, your foot.
Jojo takes his foot out. What's in the box?
A whole bunch of broken glass.
Jojo picks up the box and throws it with all of his strength, using rage to throw it into a wall.
Alright, so let's go ahead and see what this advantage strength check is. That's a 2 and a 17.
I'm curious. 17 is meant to be.
So it's a second check either way. Let's go ahead and just double check what that is. Let's see. 17 plus 8. Do you get a strength bonus when you're doing checks while raging? Or is it just attack?
It's attack, but it's your I forget which bonus, but in one of the bonuses you get pluses to your damage bonus as well.
It's I could have sworn it's just damage bonuses. Double check. Yeah, it's just damage bonuses. So that'd be a 25 there. So
So after I chuck it, I ignore it and check the next thing. Please, God, let there be something good. I need this after what I just went through. I checked
so
the
what are you
next
checking?
thing.
The big crate, the smaller crate, or the barrel?
The barrel for no, barrel's last. I always say my barrel's for last. Big crate.
You open up the big crate and it looks like a bunch of paper. Packing paper.
Packing paper. You know what? Small crate.
You open up the small crate and there's dust.
Pulp.
Don't burn them, Gabby.
Sawdust.
She's
Sawdust,
trying to find charcoal
packing
and then
paper.
munch on 'em.
Hold on. What? Alright, I saved the barrel for last. What's in the barrel?
Jojo, I heard you like empty space.
Now, let me ask a question. With all this you're doing, I rolled an 18!
Hey, Danny, you broke the only thing of value. No, and thus Danny plotted my downfall for real.
Danny, you okay?
Danny wants to kill me.
Danny?
Someone take their turn.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, broken him. Because apparently him breaking the bottle was enough to break him. I mean, I can show you again how I did it.
Who's next?
Hey, Alex Cinder, what are you doing?
So, I was going through my bag looking for a bedroll.
Which you do have a bedroll. Why do you need to look for it?
Because I was also using it as an excuse to look through my bag.
Your bedroll is typically tied to the outside of your bag unless it is precipitating.
Snow. Kept it on the inside so it isn't cold.
Of what you are looking for, a bedroll in your backpack, it's not exactly hard to find.
Yeah, I grab it and then I see a shiny thing and I'm just like, the fuck is this?
What is the shiny thing?
It's that stone.
Helpful.
The magic absorbing focus.
Didn't you already reacquaint yourself with it last time?
No, you literally told me not to.
No, I didn't.
I...
No, I never did. Continue.
I just kind of tuck it in my pocket and then go focus on Cinder first. Like,
Who is
Cin-
currently hiding
Cinder?
underneath.
Get out from underneath the table. Yes, I have something for the cold. I walk over and just shuffle under the table and throw a bedroll on her. It's warmer if you're in it.
Why is Cinder now a cat?
So, I take the bedroll, set it next to Cinder, open it. I pick Cinder up, put her in it, close it.
Now, I hate to be that guy. I would definitely say it is strenuous
I
to
roll
pick
her
up the
over
beam.
then.
There you go.
Now, I sit down basically on her stomach and look at the focus.
Hey,
And
Cinder,
warm.
I need you to make me. Let's just do a survival check. Didn't you just say your hands were clean? No, I'm pretty
I
sure you
heard
said they
clean.
were clean.
Ah, I heard clean.
Yeah. You are struggling to breathe with this man on you.
Fine, I sit on her legs instead.
Excruciating pain follows. Pretty sure it's all relatively strong, but... I mean, after all, when it comes to muscles, legs typically have the most, but you know.
So
Is
if
that you, Gabby?
I'm just gonna spend the rest of my short rest just kind of observing the item.
Items?
I said item, not items.
There's definitely an S there. But okay.
What?
Did I just hear you say, why don't we smell warm?
Oh yeah, Jojo. I call it to the other room. Danny.
Jojo screams in bestial. He screams what?
Different language. Different language. Don't understand that one.
I thought you did.
No, Dave. No one here understands bestial except for Claire.
Hold on, pause. Double checking that fact. Okay.
I need you to come shut a door before the alchemy room gets frozen over. By the way, there's an alchemy room.
Zoldara appears out of nowhere. Alchemy using.
So Laura walks up and sees me just half sitting, half laying on Cinder.
I won't question things, but alchemy using.
You're lucky I'm not in the bag. Go to the room. There's an alchemy table. Would you rather I was in the bag instead of sitting on you?
She's got the hiccups.
That's me. I stressed myself out enough that I'm hiccuping.
You know, the best way to actually warm up is to actually, you know, use someone else's heat. Hence why I'm sitting on you. Hence why I put you in a blanket. So, through that door, there's an alchemy room. You'll have to shut the door. I didn't shut it because I was more concerned with putting this one in something to warm up. Hello? Hello?
What?
No, you see, I would be more
Everything you just said is lagged. Danny, hold your breath and then let it out in about a minute.
Yeah, I'm cursing while I keep muting.
Danny, make
You lag so badly. What'd you say, Lord? He lagged so badly. Did anyone else hear him?
No.
No.
You good yet?
You're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Make yourself burp, Danny.
Make myself what?
Burp.
Oh, burp. Nah.
Do it.
Nah.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Oddly enough, it works. What was Sildora saying?
Well, you see, I'd love to go in there and fix whatever mess that you two have caused. I'm not doing this alone. I can
Great.
deal with the cold. Unlike some fools who are currently wrapped up in bedwear. Sildara just sort of nudges the bedwear.
Then go get JoJo, because if I get off her, she's probably going to go back to freezing to death.
I imagine she would be fine. She's made it this far.
I'd rather not take the risk, plus she's comfortable.
You know, you just reminded me of something. Didn't our quarry say something about surviving the cold?
Something along those lines.
Did we ever hear him out?
Y'all ran out of the room, and then this one hit her head on something, so I went to investigate. So no, we did not.
I just hope Smiggle hasn't done anything to Danny, make yourself burp!
His revenge for what you've done is making himself hiccup.
See that, Danny? You need to do that. Danny, like this.
He actually doesn't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he has something to drink to make himself burp.
There goes his internet.
Me.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who heard him randomly go, me.
No, I heard it too. So, whose turn is it?
It is currently Solara's. And Jojo got called over, so yours, I guess.
JoJo's turn?
You got called over to the other room, yeah?
No, before JoJo checks, JoJo is gonna check that last spot he hasn't looked yet.
Well, let him finish whatever he was saying before he cut out, and then let him get back here. Fran's internet's being atrocious.
My.
I just heard my and that was it.
My point exactly.
Danny, do you got anything to drink?
At the moment, no.
You've been muted.
What? Right? right?
I wonder what farm's he gone.